Fierce weather has battered the Americas these past days. Whiteout conditions in New York, minus 45 degrees in Montana, streets turned to ice in Seattle. People have still braved driving, yet a number of the storm-related fatalities have involved traffic accidents, including a 50-car pile-up in Ohio that killed 4 motorists. 4 others were killed in separate crashes in the state, and more than 50 passengers were taken to hospital after a coach collision in Canada's British Columbia late Christmas Eve. All railway services between the country's 2 biggest cities, Toronto and Montreal, had been cancelled for Christmas Day after a train derailed. And thousands of flights too had been cancelled during the festive period at a time when so many were trying to fly home for the holidays, leaving travellers stranded.
It's not easy. I'm delayed here because of the crazy storm. Where I'm going, I just heard that it's been flooded, so it's not the right time for me to get in now, so it's not been an easy visit at all at this particular time. But I'm praying that everything will calm down.
Yeah, it's hard to change my plans. I mean, if Joe Biden is saying, change your plans, I mean, at least for us, because it's an international flight and I don't see my family that often, so it's kind of hard to, if the flight's still going, I would like to get on the flight.
For most, this is a time of peace and harmony. But in a nation suffering from a gun epidemic, it's perhaps no surprise that a family is spending this Christmas mourning the loss of a 19-year-old shot on Saturday night at Minnesota's Mall of America, the largest shopping centre in the US. 5 people have been arrested. And at the border, a migrant crisis continues, hundreds camping out in the cold. Some of those who made it over the border were bussed outside the Vice President's Washington, D.C. residence in freezing conditions. They were given blankets and taken to a local church. The weather is expected to ease in the coming week, though another storm could disrupt travel next weekend from the Gulf Coast to the Midwest and the Eastern Seaboard. Benji Haya, CGTN.